me, but it's not actually on me now. It's just a little bit above me. It just freaks me out a little bit. Take off the autofocus, make this a little bit bigger. How y'all doing? As you can see, I'm looking down at my paper. What is this? This can be many things. Okay, we can use it as the calculator. We can use it as the telephone. We can even play Monopoly with it. We can, by choice, think that it's a pyramid of some sort. Why 2 dimensions? The reason it's 2 dimensions is because this side is the center and this side is the other side of the center. This is the center. Where is this? It's right here. It's right here. You just don't see it that way. We have 13 lines. I have 13 lines. I have 11 lines. I have 11 lines. 1 and 3. 13 and 11. 1 and 1 is 2. 1 and 3. So the spirit and the spirit, the opposite of the 6, 99 Jupiter. 1 and 3. 1 is opposite of the 6. 7 is the gateway. 7 is Uranus. 9 is your birth. We have 11 and 13 equals a total of 24. 9 lives of the cat. 2 and 4. 5 to 9 representation. B high 5. And the same thing. We have 1 here. We have 8 around 1. Let me put this down here. The camera. Just give me a second to set this up. So this is what happens inside my tripod. This is what we're getting. What is it? What does this mean that it's inside my tripod? And I'm gonna have to fix that camera just a bit. Somehow that camera, is it inside my tripod? See, my tripod should be like this. Okay. Am I in the center right now? Does this show the center? Am I exactly in the center? Is my camera centered, right? Because my camera has to go this way. We have to understand every coordinate. So anyways, let's back this up over here, put this forward, push the screen forward a little bit, get a little bit more room for this. Okay. The center one is 1. Next area is 8. That would be your telephone keypad. But now we have to ask ourselves the question, do we need area space in between each key? If we need space in between each key, what size does each key have to be if we gave area space? There's area space on this calculator in between. See that star? We can make a triangle in between. We can connect them with an X. We can divide them with an addition. Look, you add and you multiply. So how are we adding? Look. Everyone is their own squadron. Here we're connecting them. Numbers say we will connect 1 to 5 and 5 to 7, 9 and 3. 19, 9 and 3 is 12. 9 and 7 is 16. 9 and 3 is 12. 9 and 7 is 16, so that's 7 and 3. Now we are going to connect 5 with 7 and 1, 8. We are going to connect 5, 1 and 3, 4. 8 and 4 is the sun. 7 and 3, the gateway creation, the God. What goes with number 7, 3, 1, 3? Look at that. 8 between here to here is 4, and then over to here is another 4. 4, 1, 4, 1, 4. How do we get a total of 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 1, 2, 3, 4. I don't know. I'm just thinking. So anyways, you have space. Even though these are square, the area space occupied, let me turn this over. Even though this is squared, the area space occupied has to be this size, and then this size, and this size. And then you're going to put 1 over here, and 1 over here, and 1 over here. So that's the minimum size. So already, from what you thought was just 9 numbers on your telephone, and there could be more than this. Okay? Now you've used up 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Only these can link. In roulette, according to roulette, 2, 4, 6, touch. 2, 4, 6, 8, all touch. 4, 4, 4, and 4 is your 16. But now in order to get this 4 together, this and this 4, this and this 4, these are all red, but these are all 4 areas. Now you have 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2, and you have 1, 1, 1, 1. So now how many areas you have? 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12, 4, 8, 12, 36. 4, 8, 12, 13, 14, you have 16. You have 16. You have 16. You have a total of 48. 16, 16, 16, 48. Now you have where you didn't count. Okay? You didn't count here. You have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you have another 8. You have another 16. The total is 64. So what is the size of this? 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. This is now 8 by 8. And that's the minimum I have to have. This, is it half or is it 1/3 the size of this? Because if it was 1/3, we have a new equation here. Hold on a second, let me remove my book. If it was 1/3, we have a whole new equation. These are absolutes. This is an absolute equation. We would have to be doing like that. And again, we've done this. You see the one circle on the inside? We can't make it on the inside, right? Now we've got encompass. We can encompass, create our tic-tac-toe. And even the telephone tells us about tic-tac-toe. They put the tic-tac-toe on the telephone. They give you the star key on the telephone. It looks more like the right size of what it can be. So we're going to make this nice and neat because I don't like when it's not neat. And I know it's a long time. We're sitting here and I'm yapping and you're just saying, okay, I'm bored. Well, there you go. You're bored. You got to put together a group. We got to shorten these things up. Can't be bored. We don't want to be bored. Oh, we're bored. Just know one thing. While you're listening to me or waiting for me to finish the draw, or maybe I should speed this up. Maybe one day I will. Just remember, if the games come together and tell the story that the Bible speaks of, and we're only talking about one story the Bible speaks of, and that is about the connection with God. Because if there's a connection with God, then there's life after life, but it's not spelled life. Life is an earth term. There's something else here in this word. File my spirit. Document. File. File down. F 5 and 6. Island 9 and 3. Sky 11. 9 and 3. 12 and 9 21. Equals to 3 and 11. So we have this over here, and each area here holds 9. So we have 3, 1, we have 3, 1, 3, 1, 3, and we're not going to put any. 3, 6, 9, we now have a total of 11. We have 11, we have 11, we have 11. It's noted as not only 11, but it's 1 surrounded by 8. It's also noted as red, green, 27/50, 49/25. These two combine to be the numeric value for the moon, earth, energy. It's now talking about pink. White and red have come together. Pink, P-I-N-K, pink. Red is number 27. Green is 49. When you play darts, this is what you get. There are 20 numbers in darts. If you add 1 through 20, it equals to 210. Because all zeros equal 6 becomes 216. It now becomes your birth, and that relates to the 1.5 time cycle. 1.5 times 1440 day equals to 2160 equals to the moon. So this becomes 216. Okay, this becomes 216 times 10 equals 2160. That becomes your moon. 3,6. This becomes your moon. So now we have 11, 11, 11, and this is also noted. This one. Okay, instead of it being 3, 1, it's now 1, 1, 1. 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, but it's 11. Do you follow? Because we have 1 in the center. So we have 33. We have 33. We have 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, and we can go 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11, 11. He gets up. Okay, so we're just going to use and. We're going to go 11. So what is the total usage over here? Oh, and we have 11 and 11. So we have this area space over here, 33 and 11 and 33 and 11 and 33. So we get 99 and 22, 121. 11 times 11 equals 121, and I think times 11 is 1331. 11 times 11 times 11, 1331. 161, the half-life. 44. Phi. We can now use our telephone, but we always have this grid at the bottom. The 963 will be the equal sign. Equal 369. The numeric number for 3, 6, and 9 is 58, is 52, and is 42. The equal equals to 5, 38, 13, 12, 1, 21, Q 17, U 21, total 38. 43, 53, 54 equals 56. Those are your highest you can get, 56. Everything else is in between. So we have the equals to 56. We get your 369. Then we get the dot. What was the dot going to be? Is that the period at the end of every sentence run by the cycle in the moon? Is it running on the cross where it's multiplication? 7, 8, 9 is your division? This is telling me that story because this is basic. Basic elementary, my dear Watson. Watson and Holmes, electrical energy. Conscious electrical energy. Watson and Holmes. Where are the clues? Are you clueless? 7, 5, and 3 is the addition. Does that mean it's on the cross? The only way to get the addition is to put the sign this way. There's my addition. It ends up in the life of 2468. Addition. Did you know that 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 will end up to be 2468? And 2468 will be 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. 1 and 1 is 2. 3 and 3 is 6. 5 and 5 is 10. Becomes 1. 7, 7 is 14. Becomes 5. 9 and 9 is 18. Becomes 9. A. 1 area. 5. Center area. Total of 9. Center area. Encompassing all. So when you have a center area encompassing all, you now have 7, 8, 4, 5. You now have 8, 9, 5, 6. You now have 4, 5, 1, 2. You now have 5, 6, encompassing 2, 3. And now what we're going to do is we can even remove the 5 and move all these up together without the 5. They just become, anyways, let's not get into that right now. These are more equations. There's an equation for this, and there's an equation for this. So now we have, and we understand that there's a total of 121 areas in where we have 999, 27, 999, 27, and 27, and 27 equals to a total of 81, in which 1, 2, 3 equals to 24 plus 3, 24 plus 3, 24 plus 3 equals 27 and 21 equals to 27 and 21 equals to 27 and 21. Yeah, I can tell you anything. 21 is the cube, 81 is Venus. 7 and 2 when a big red sun in the house of the 7th gate. When you have 7, you automatically have 6 because the only way to create 7 is the 7 voids of 2. The 7 voids of 2 of 9. A way to create 7, and when you create 7, you create it from the 6, opposite of the 1. Shine a light through this, or is this the light 1 that ignites 6? Two kinds of questions you can ask. 1 ignites 6. 1, 4 corners. 2, what is going on with these dice? What is the question? When we minus and plus, we end up with 6, 6, 6. We also end up with 48, 48, 48. I want to get back to the next design, the last design. There are no answers, just questions, in which, as we come down to the bottom part, the 48th area, 6 areas, 1 area, 6 areas. This is the half-life. This is the Monopoly board. There are 2 high in the Monopoly board. Remove all of these lines. We don't need this line. The 6th and 7th one are together. The 6th and 7th one are together right over here. So we have a total going down here of 9. And then in the corner, okay, we have a total of 9. Hold on a second. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's a total of 9. And then the corner, okay, is 2 and 2, and 292 is your birth in the sun. The complete corner is 1, 2, 3, and 1, and 1, because you have to turn the corner. So you end up with a total of 3, 9, 3, and that is to the Saturn skies, your birth in the bed. Your birth in the pearl bed. P-E-A-R, pearl. 16, 7, 5, 1, 18, 12, 7, 5, 1, 9, 3. This is all red. This is all red. Mars, Saturn, and Moon. Pearl. Mars, Saturn, and Moon. You were born as a pair. You're born as a P, R, R the letter, L, Arel. We have to understand Arel, the angel, is telling us. So we end up with this. So the 2 side corners will be 3, 9, 3, because we're not going to count this area over here because we're running around this way. The other people, if we had to make 2 roads, the other one would be running around this way. To go around complete area is 40 in this row here. In this row over here, it's 48 and 40. The total is 88. Your purple skies. Purple. So now we're going to come down. We're going to go all the way down here. So since we already counted this one here, we're going to count 9 on the inside. So we have 4. Then we have the train track. And then we have 4. That is the beginning of your DNA in the sun. Should we strip apart and separate these? Should I only use the Y letter? Why the Y? Because one area is a half area with no heart, and the other area are quarter areas with removal because of the train tracks. Do I remove all the train tracks and split them up as 414? These are the stories that Monopoly tells me. Then there's community chest, and there's, if I believe, there's 22 properties. And there is EC, Electric Company, times the dice, times the die, pay, hotel and motels, Give me the Bible. So here we have 414. Here we'll have 3. Here we have, is it 4? Yes. Here we have 414. Here we have 1, 2. Let me see. Hold on a second. 414 on the bottom row. And then you have, how come? Just give me a second here. Just hold on a second. Okay, so now what we have is we have 1 over here. And this one over here, I'm not splitting up the two sides. Now I'm doing, okay, I'm doing, how can I say it? I'm doing two sides, 414, and again 414. Both the rows of 7 and 6 will both be 414 because of the corner takes up 2 rows. After that, okay, after that, it'll be over here, it'll be 1, 2, 3, 4, one more time. But do I cut it down here or do I cut it down here? Do I count this entire row there, or do I break it down here? And then break it down here. And then break it down here. So we end up with 0. Well, actually we end up with 1. Then we end up with 1. Then we end up with 3. So I'm with 1, 1, 3, 5. 1, 2, 3, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 9. 1, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, 9. If I go the complete space, okay, I end up with this. So anyways, over here I end up with 15 and 9. 6 and 9. Mars, the letter O, and I. Well, actually, the I carries the O, or the dot. 99919, spirit. 3 to the power of 2. This is your Monopoly board. There is 1 square, and there is 168 that surrounds the 1 square. If I would create a Monopoly board that was just a 40 around, if I create a Monopoly board that's just a 40 around, okay, that 40, everyone would only have a single square. And I would go around 40, 72, 82, 96, 106, 121. If I would go around in Monopoly, we're going to do one more piece here. If I had to do the Monopoly, okay, with just single squares and make the property shorter instead of higher, so the 6th and the 7th row, I would only end up with the corner here and the corner here and 9 in between. That makes 11. I would have 11 by 11 or 121 squares versus 169 squares. The total between the two, okay, don't forget this is only one board. I'll take this board and I'll put the small board in between the big board over here, and I'll put 3 boards like this and 1 board like that, or 1 board like this and 3 boards like that. Which game is this? How many boards do we put? Nothing is singularity. If it was singularity, I'll just have 1 line. I need to build the whole thing up. So how many of these do I have? And again, this will create my Star of David, my angel fish. Anyways, the 2 of them together give me 290. If I subtract it, I end up with 48. I end up with the sun and the birth. 7 and 9, 1 and 6, the half-life, 16. I end up with 19 and 6. I can flip these upside down. I can flip them upside down. And it's also 7 and 9, the world of 11. This one over here is actually 120. Did I get this right? 40 and 32 is 72. Imagine if I put these two together now. But I can't, because then the corners would be chopped off. This is 72, 82, 92, 96, and 24. 120. So we have 120. Do you remember what I just told you? So we have 120, and the other one we have 168. So we now have 288. The 304th day is Halloween. The 144th hour and 24 creates 6 and 1. 1 times or 6 times, creating the 1440 minutes. In 6 days of 144 hours, in the 7th day, the 24th hour, to bring me to 168 hours. Times 2 equals to 336 days or 12 moons. 3, 9 or 66. Nature in the skies is Saturn. 1440, 414. We can have the 6 days of the week at the 24-hour day. That means the 7th day we are adding on. The 7th day is an add-on because we surpassed the day. The real one should come out to 1440. 144 hours should be a week. We now have the 144 hours in a week. 6 times 24. So now the 7th day is a new week. 28 versus 24 times 6 times 7. We have a 28-day cycle to the moon. Why don't we have a 28-day an hour day? Do we have to reduce one? 28 and 24 is 52 numeric value to Earth. 8 and 4 is 12. 1 and 2 is 3. 4 and 3 DC. AC DC. We're multiplying AC by DC, equaling them out. 1 and 6, the half-life. Remember what this was? The size of this. This is only one part. Times 4 of these parts. Times 4. Times 4. Equals 364. Or 13 moons. 13 moons. 364. We're going to divide that too. That's the equation. Now we didn't do the Monopoly board yet with the 4 square in the center. We only did it with the 1 square. And at the same time, one of my questions is there a 4 square and a 4 square and a 4 square overlapping the center square? And that equation to that, and the equation for that, just give me a second here. The equation for that is right over here, where every single one goes over the center. Overlap. Boom, boom, boom. Should there be 3? Should there be 4? See the way we repeat 8 and 8, 5 and 5, 5 and 5, 4 and 4, 5 and 5, because we bring it this way and up. I bring it up and then I bring it over. The only numbers that are left is 1, let me see, 1, 7, 9, and 3. 1, 3, 7, and 9 are my only numbers left. And I think on the last page, if I get this right, 1, 3, 7, and 9. I'm trying to look where the numbers are. 1, 3, 7, and 9. Forget about the 5 in the center. I'm just thinking. The 5, I'm just thinking in the word pearl. 1, 3, 7, and 9 came out in the word pearl inside the oyster. Anyways, the other thing is we spoke about 210 being the darts. We're going to talk about now 120. If you add up 1 through 15, it equals to 120. If I add up 1 through 20, it equals to 210. 90 difference. That is your birth between 15 and 20. If I add it up again, 1 through 25, that'll equal to 1 to 25. I have to add up 5 times 20 is 100 and 15. So that would be 315. 315. 315. Why? Because that's the 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. There are 5 of them. 5 times 20 is 100. Add 1 to 5. It equals to 15. That equals to 115. on top of this equals to 325. Should be that answer. So is that the true answer? 210 plus 21 plus 22 plus 23 plus 24 plus 25 equals 325. That's the answer. 3 1/4. 3 1/4, 3/4, 32 times 5, 16. There's a whole bunch of calculations. Numbers do things, my friends. We didn't even talk about the wheel in between the flat surface and the walking surface. If I put a flat edge here, I would stand, but I can tilt. I can also move one. The minute this kicks this one will kick this one, and it'll start walking. Or if this one was the larger one, and this one was the smaller one, the cross was smaller. Making the cross smaller, making this larger, when it kicks, it'll make it walk, because these are the ones that are tilted. Now I can put them in points. I can put them in points. Now we'd have an 8. We'd have another 8. There's all kinds of things that go on. Anyways, Raphael, it's a long video. Thank you for watching. 7286 and a constellation of Pegasus.